Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John's reports for the 6th of August, and we're continuing this, continuation from back at the beginning of July, just that slow, steady uptick with, decent volatility ranges in between. The candles look kind of small, but those are still pretty good ranges intraday. We've had solid rising shakeout from the turnaround that we were noticing back over here, right when we started to get an uptick in the steel. When it started to fade, we had midterm and long-term buyers holding up, and then we had that cyan move under red, which is always a buy, and it's producing just that. And so NASDAQ at its highs as well. No shock within any of those things. The euro, of course, maintaining its elevation because it supports the U.S. Fed narrative of what they would like to see. Also from an oil standpoint, still holding up, still pressing towards that ultimate 50, where they'll gauge that things have returned to a degree of normalcy. And of course, this is all forcing gold to do one thing only. And now, of course, with the difficulties of trying to reach an agreement with the U.S. on some kind of stimulus package, everyone wants to use it to their advantage, thinking it's going to help them for November. So there's no real impetus or move to actually strike a deal, and that is going to prolong the difficulties for U.S. recovery, which for one half of the electorate party-wise, they kind of want that as much as the dismay that it's going to create for a lot of individuals, particularly for food security, and that's simply because some places you're just still not allowed to go out and do what you would normally do, and because of that, you're just not going to see a significant return to employment, and that's why those numbers keep disappointing. But it's good for the market because it means that the Fed is going to continue to throw liquidity at everything, and the Fed's version of that is just buying up debt securities and things like that, which doesn't really promote any growth. It's just supporting financial narratives. And so when we got the turnaround move, we came across and we just pretty much held throughout most of the day, just swinging between the highs and lows. And as that started to contract, we knew there'd be an expansion in the range of the 0 to 100%, which we started to see in the aftermarket right here. That's progressed a little from a power mode to buy standpoint. It started from the previous day, worked all the way through yesterday, and then just kind of fizzled a little bit, and we're still in sort of a just holding pattern at this particular point going across. So it's a quick, short synopsis, but it's accurate to just say that this is going to be more of a continuation because you just don't have the free flow of buying and selling, in the sense that you can predict that there's going to be exacerbated declines or rises simply because the Fed is reacting and creating most of this. If we look at it from a positive extreme standpoint, going all the way back to the low here, then we ended up with a yellow, and then boom, so right around 3,300 again becomes another fill of positive extremes from a weakness standpoint. So imagine at some point you will get that dip back down to it, and then another pop back from it, simply because, as I pointed out before, all you have to do is just elevate it, create enough short cover, drive it a little bit, then you can sell into that liquidity and rinse and repeat without really costing you anything. And so that's the key to it. The only difference would be an excessive amount of selling, which where else are you going to go? You got negative rates in most other areas, so from an asset move, it's the only place to go, particularly with the defunding of the dollar. 33, this is making that projection to 4,000 not really inconsistent with anything, and that's just kind of where we're at with things. So we just continue to trade the moves. We get the right signals and we just go with it. So it's been fine from that standpoint, and we'll continue to see it be that way. As always, though, if there's anything unique or special, I will certainly put it up on the Skype chat. Trade well.